What's up, guys? Bulls and the Bears here with a quick video about TJX, and this kind of ties into what I've been saying lately about covered calls against leaps. You know, the poor man's covered call strategy. I talked about this as a key point in my recent educational video about the poor man's covered call, and that is selling covered calls against your leaps can be risky, and it's something you need to monitor. And this is exactly why. Here's a good example. So I have a leap right here on TJX. I bought the 110 call in the money for January 2026. It's up $370. It's great. TJX has been moving higher. I bought it when TJX was at 121 last week, somewhere around here, either last Thursday or Friday. Might have been Friday. And then it's moved up $5 per share since then. I sold a covered call for this week at 124. Which you can see right here. The 124 call for this Friday. I sold it last week. I didn't expect TJX to move up this much this fast. I mean, that's good, but now this covered call is in the money by $2 per share. So here's the dilemma. What do I do? Because there's a problem with holding this thing. The delta is minus 90. That means every dollar per share TJX moves higher, this covered call loses $90. Let me check my leap. How much is this gaining? Look at the delta, 81. Round up to 82 even. So every dollar per share TJX moves higher. The leap is gaining $82, but the covered call is losing $90. So as TJX moves higher, my net position is getting worse. Right now, you can see right here, two strategies. Total return right now is $175. So I'm up a little bit right now. I'm up $175 on the net trade. But as TJX pushes higher, this total return of $175 is going to go lower and lower and lower because the covered call is going to lose more money than the leap. That can happen. That's something I was stressing in that video, and here's the proof. As your covered call goes further in the money, the delta will surpass the leap. Because shorter dated contracts, the delta can move pretty fast, a lot faster, a lot higher than a longer dated contract. So that's an issue. So what do I do? Do I hold it? Do I just wait a little bit? Because it's only Tuesday and this expires Friday. So I could wait till Thursday or Friday, let the time value erode a little bit, and then try to roll it, buy it back as cheap as I can. Or do I close it? Because if I do wait for Thursday or Friday, this could get out of hand and my net return could go lower and lower and lower to the point where it's only like $50 or worse. So I could just maybe realize the 175 and get out of the position altogether, which is also annoying because I was just talking about really fondly about TJX, and I'd be getting out of it in just a week, less than a week. Or I could try to roll it, but when I try to roll it, if I go out to next week, I could pay a little bit right here to go from 124 to 125. I could pay $24. So I'd be paying money to move the strike higher, but that strike is still in the money. So it doesn't really help me out that much. Let's see. I could go out 2 weeks out, and then I could get paid a little bit to go up to 125 here. I get a little bit of a net credit to go to 125, but again, it's only $1 per share higher, still in the money, and now that's 2 weeks out. So I got to wait so much longer with my upside already capped. You know what I mean? I can move up to 126 and pay a little bit, pay a $43 debit to move it up to 126. That's at the money. I would have to pay to do it and wait 2 weeks. I don't know. I could go to the end of December, and now we're talking a month out, and move up to maybe 127. So that would get me out of the money, but I'd be paying $25. So I'd be paying $25 to move up $3 per share on the strike. That's actually not that bad. So it'd give me more upside. The call would be back out of the money, but I'd have to wait an entire month with very little upside because TJX is already at 126, and I'd be selling my cover call at 127. And if TJX pulls back at all this week, next week, then I would have been like, oh, my covered call would have been fine. I would have been able to get out of it, and I would have been able to sell more calls. But instead, I'm locked into a monthly cycle. So it's a gamble a little bit. It's a decision that you gotta. Where's the market gonna go? We obviously don't know. Obviously, TJX could finish the week below 124, and this covered call expires worthless, and there's no issue at all. But it could go higher, and we don't know what's gonna happen. So you just kind of have to, I don't know, play the side that of least resistance. Just pick your poison. So yeah, maybe you guys could help me out. Right now, rolling to the end of December at the 127 strike seems to be the most attractive because I'd be moving to an out of the money call, and the debit is really not that bad at all. I just have to wait till the end of December. I could close it for a $150, $175 profit and then move on, deploy that capital elsewhere. Or, I don't know, I could roll it 1 or 2 weeks out to the 125 strike, 126 strike. Not sure. So that's the dilemma. Let me know what you think. It's already 3 o'clock, so I'd have to decide in an hour what I want to do. It's tricky. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I close it, roll it, and where should I roll it? The end of the month at 127, a week or two to 125, 126. Should I bank on the stock pulling back or bank on it moving higher? I guess that's really kind of the two trains of thought. Do I think it's going to pull back or do I think it's just going to keep going? If I think it's going to pull back, I'd better off just staying short, roll out 1 week at most, and just wait for it to come back down. Or if I think it's going to go higher, then go out as far as I can and increase that strike as much as I can. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll come back to you guys tomorrow with a midweek update video. Peace.